Today was the day. No going back on plans. Pewdie was going to come out and confess his love for Cry with a gift. Today was Valentine's Day, and Pewdie had been feeling nervous these past few weeks. Would Cry reject his gift and love, or will he feel the same way? Pewdie sighed. He parked his car in Cry's driveway and sat back in his seat. He wasn't quite sure if he was ready yet. He glanced over at the bouquet of flowers and picked them up, holding the flowers close to his chest. He wished himself luck and exited the car. As he looked at Cry's house, he saw the front window curtains draw back, and Cry was looking out. When Cry noticed him, he smiled and waved, then scurried over to answer the door. Pewdie walked up the porch steps. Before he could knock, Cry opened the door and practically pulled him in here. "Pewdie, why are you here? Aren't you going to spend the Valentine's Day with Marzia?" Cry noticed the flowers and pointed at them. "Are those for Marzia? They're beautiful. She'll love them." No," Pewdie stuttered. "These are for you." Cry was astonished. "Pewdie, what are you trying to say?" "I'm trying to say that I have really liked you for a while now, but Marzia, I may even have more feelings than like, and won't she be sad?" "I think I love you," Pewdie finished. Cry opened his mouth as to say something but quickly shut it. He studied the bouquet closer and took it out of Pewdie's hands hesitantly. "Pewdie, I'm flattered, I really am, but I have to ask about—" "I left Marzia." Pewdie stared down at the floorboards, twiddling his thumbs. Why would you leave her? You two were so happy together. Well, at least it seemed like it." Pewdie looked up at Cry, staring into his eyes. "I left her for you." Pewdie stepped closer to Cry, grabbing the flowers and setting it down somewhere nearby before. Pewdie took hold of Cry's hands before he could protest. "I had a feeling I could be happier with you. I don't know if you even like me. I don't know if you even like men. But I do know that every time I look at you, and every time I hear your voice and that beautiful laughter, that I'm hopelessly in love with my friend." Cry continued to stare at Pewdie. His face was flushed pure red. Cry glanced down at Pewdie's hands, which were intertwined with his. Pewdie stared back at him, eyes full of hope. "Pewdie, I never knew you felt that way about me. I always pushed back my feelings for you because of the same reasons. So all this time you—" Pewdie's words trailed off. He was too busy worrying about his own feelings and the terrible thought of being rejected that he never acknowledged Cry's affection towards him. Cry nodded, a faint smile on his face. "Pewdie, you could have confessed sooner. You kept me waiting, friend." "I'm sorry. Oh, and Cry, what is it?" Pewdie leaned forward and closer to Cry's ear. "Cry, will you be my Valentine?" he whispered. "Of course, Pewds!" Cry grinned, pulling Pewdie into a hug. He had a feeling this was the start of a beautiful relationship.